Hey playa, excuse my allergies, but if you're in high school and you have a crush on someone, then there's only one reason why you're watching this video, and that's to get your crush to like you back. And how exactly do you do that? Well, I'll tell you how right after this.
This is the Josh Speaks. You're watching the Josh Speaks.
Now, before you get your hopes up, I want to let you know right off the bat, you can't make someone like you. What you can do is make improvements to yourself and to how you interact with your crush to create a setting where they may potentially like you. For example, one thing you definitely want to do is make yourself noticeable. Too many times people just sit there and stare at their crush thinking, if only. But it doesn't have to be like that. You see, the more active you are in social activities, the more you'll get noticed by other people and inevitably by your crush. Try picking up a new hobby and introduce yourself to new people in your class. The bigger your circle is, the easier it'll be to find someone that's actually friends with your crush so that they can make the introduction for you. But what if your hobby is something completely out of their range of interest though? Well, a bare and simple topic that you can easily connect with them over is schoolwork. No, seriously, I've seen tons of people approach their crush and talk to them about schoolwork only to later on get their phone number as a friend and then build from there. I remember in one of my college classes, I was sitting there staring at a girl I liked when a new kid walked in, sat down right next to her, and started talking to her for the whole semester. Eventually, they started going out, and me, the person who was sitting behind her staring at her for the whole semester, now had to see the both of them together. Now, there may be problems with this approach, because if you only talk about schoolwork, you'll be teetering along the lines of the friend zone. So what you definitely want to do is talk about schoolwork in the beginning, and then switch over to something more interesting. That sounds fine and dandy, but if you're one of those people who freeze up every time you think about just even approaching your crush, check out my video right here where I explain why and how you should approach them in under 3 seconds. But let's say you already talk to them and you interact from time to time. How then do you take the next step, which is to build this consistent stream of talking to them so that they end up liking you? What I've come to learn is that to get someone interested and engaged in a conversation with you, the best thing to talk about is them. When you show a person that you're actually interested in learning more about them, it becomes way easier for them to open up. And because both of you guys are in high school, I know you already have a ton of questions running through your head that you can just ask them. They could be basic things like, what college are you interested in going to? What major do you want to have? Or what's the last show you binge watched on Netflix? By getting them to open up and talk more about themselves, they'll also be interested in what your answers to the questions are too. So make sure to also sprinkle in your own opinions and your own thoughts in the process if you want to be successful. What do you think though? What's holding you back from talking to and interacting with your crush? Leave your comment below and we'll talk about it. So if you combine and put into play all of the points that I've mentioned, the first step would be building social proof. Meet new people, interact with them, and let your crush see that you're interacting with them as well. Second, approach with something relatable that you guys can easily talk about. Schoolwork and school situations are the simplest things to start with. And third, ask more about them so that you can not only learn about them, but it'll open up the door for you to share more information about yourself. If you can learn to master these 3 steps, you will definitely build the confidence and boost up your chances of having your crush like you back. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I put out a new video every Tuesday where I share tips and advice teaching you how to be your best self. If you found this advice helpful and you want to help support the channel, you can donate over on Patreon. The link will be right under the subscribe button below. I'm also going to share a playlist in the description of some of my best middle school and high school videos. A lot of the points overlap, so you definitely want to check them all out. As always guys, love and peace.